Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Queers of Time podcast.
I'm Matt.
I'm James.
I'm Kenny.
And I'm Kat.
And this is a podcast to talk about all the gay stuff in the Wheel of Time.
Because we're gay and we like the Wheel of Time. So hello everyone for this new episode, and as always shout out to Lurks, our feral venerator Serene.
In this second mini episode, we are going to be discussing the second Origins episode about the fall of Manetheren. So we're going to be talking about the episode itself, and then also just talking about the event itself and what led up to it, the ramifications, all of that good stuff.
I mean, that would mean we would have done some research about what led to it and this kind of thing, and we did not, so we are coming completely...
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. If you guys are not fake, you guys are fake fans. You don't know all that led up to this in the Trolloc. Okay, cool. No, it's fine.
Oh my god.
Listen, the only thing you told us to do for today was to look at the episode, and that's it. I took notes, and that's it.
Exactly. All you said is look at the episode.
I took notes, and I found some interesting things.
Wait, was that part of the Wheel of Time?
Nothing is ever enough for you, James. My god.
I just assume that my other hosts are capable, but that, you know what, that's on me.
And so you said that Louis Therin wanted to use the two sangria. Is that right, James?
Oh.
Yes, that is exactly what happened.
Ooh.
It's not, so shut the fuck up.
Do a little last week on Queers of Time, snippet of that part.
Yes. Listen to James be wrong.
And James told us that they were wrong.
Yes. James admitted
You know what I should do?
their wrongness. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just make a short audio of James saying I admit that I was wrong, and Travis, if you want to use that as your phone ringtone, that would be perfect.
Your phone's on silent all the time. You're afraid of noises.
I'll turn it on.
Just for that. Turn it on specifically for that.
Anytime you get a notification, I admit that I was wrong.
I admit that I was wrong. Instant serotonin.
By the way, we have Travis again.
Yes.
We have Travis again for this episode because Matt is tired of us.
I mean,
I don't think we said the reason in the last episode that you were here and Matt wasn't.
we did not.
I don't even think we actually addressed that Matt wasn't there at all.
We did not. We absolutely did not do that. Fuck us.
Maybe Matt
Oh my god.
Matt was in that episode.
Jesus.
He just did not want to say anything he had nothing to say.
He had nothing to say.
Wait, I thought I was here because you all wanted to listen to everything I have to say, and you think I'm so valuable and important.
That is true.
Yeah, that is what I told you.
Oh, okay.
That is what we're doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're making Matt feel better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah, you're just like Matt. You're just as good as Matt.
Thanks, I guess.
Oh gosh.
The pause? What an asshole.
This is so bad. Sleeping on the couch.
Oh no. Oh boy.
So, for the uneducated, the fall of Manetheren
Oh my god.
happened in the Trolloc Wars,
That I know.
and essentially it was the last stand of Manetheren.
Mhm.
They had called for aid from
From who? Who did they call for aid from? James?
Eridol, which is now known as Shadar Logoth. No, yes, Shadar Logoth.
Is that just a show thing, or is that both a book and a show thing? Because I remember there was also a thing about, I think it's the Merlin seat at that time. They could not stand the Queen of Manetheren because she was prettier than her, so there was also a little bit of that politics things that going on.
Yes.
When did this happen? What?
I don't know. I don't remember if it's headcanon or if it's real true.
In the show or in the books?
Maybe? I don't know.
No, it's I think it's in the books.
I think there's things about the
I think it's in the books.
Isn't she one of the Armelins that people cannot stand because she actually is responsible for, not responsible, but she
Yeah.
Was she red?
helped the fall of Manetheren?
There was some drama with the... Yes.
Gosh.
Yeah. There was... I can't remember the Emerlin's name, but she was one of the few... I think she may have been one of the only ones that were deposed, like one of the few that were deposed in like history. I'm assuming she's red.
Tetsuan. During the Trolloc Wars, the army of Manetheren was betrayed by the Amerlin seat Tetsuan out of jealousy for Eldrin's powers.
There you go.
I am so good today!
Once again, Camille
Sorry, I should not have shouted.
coming in with that truth. You know what? It's worth it.
Tetsuan was one of the 3 Amerlins to be publicly deposed. She lost the staff and stole after betraying Manetheren for her jealousy.
Look at that. Look at that.
It is from The Great Hunt, Chapter 5.
Look at that.
Look at that bitch!
She was replaced with an Amerlin from the Blue Aja, name unknown. But also it was Eridol, because Eridol was supposed to come
Yes.
with backup armies, and they never did.
They never did. Yeah.
In the books.
But that's a show thing. Are you sure?
No, it's a book thing.
Oh, I'm 100% certain. That's a book thing.
There were some, I think, the like sort of veering off point with Shadar Logoth and all of that came from the reasons about why Shadar Logoth was Shadar Logoth. The way that Lan was explaining it in the show was slightly different than how it's actually happened. I think that's where the differences are. But I think like that part, like they were supposed to help Manetheren.
I'm sorry to say, I know, but that's a show thing.
Is it?
If you look in the Wheel of Time wiki for Aridol, there's literally no mention of that. Yes, during the Trolloc War, they got like more and more merciless than its enemy, and they even grow in the heart of Aridol and consumed the capital, and it became Shadar Logoth. But I don't think it was actually related to Manetheren.
One second.
If I'm right again, James is gonna be so pissed.
No, so Prince Karl Thorin of the neighboring kingdom of Manetheren to the south attempted to win back Eridol to the light, but instead he was imprisoned, tortured, and maimed, losing a hand before he managed to escape.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, there was something there.
Okay.
You know what, but no, I think... Okay, so the fall of Eridol was a massive blow to the Westlands. Okay, so no, I do think you're right.
So this is a show thing. Wow.
Wow, I completely, ingrained that into the mythology just because it made so much sense.
Me too. It made complete sense. I can already hear the comments about this, about us being very wrong about this. Wait.
Yeah, because Aridol fell to the shadow before the fall of Manetheren.
Yeah, it did.
The forces of Manetheren, furious at the betrayal of an allied nation, marched on the capital to find that Eridol had been consumed by the evil that it had unleashed.
Okay.
Transformed, they cursed the city and named it Shadar Logoth, and then retreated. So yeah, apparently there was never an army coming to their aid. It was just Tetsuan. Tetsuan being a petty bitch.
Okay, so that's what it is then. Oh my gosh.
Wow, today is James Wrong Day.
Wow. I really thought that was a book thing.
So I will say,
yes.
It makes so much sense in the show to just...
It makes complete sense, yeah.
Have Aridol and Shadar Logoth be related.
Oh, no, it was implied that it was Eridol. Because,
Okay.
In Moraine's speech in... Or no, it wasn't implied that it was Eridol. It was implied that there would be help.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
But we don't know by who.
That they were supposed to... Because they were supposed to get help and then no help came.
I'm pretty sure the only reason I know that is that when the show came out, like in episode 2 came out, I'm pretty sure there was some discussion on Twitter about how actually Aridol was not involved, but and that probably was pissing off some people. But I'm not entirely sure. So maybe if someone know actually who listened to us, they can tell us.
Yeah.
Guess we'll figure it out in how many weeks this episode is coming out?
Like a month?
A month?
About a month later? By that time we'll be like, what? Huh?
It's coming out in exactly a month, so...
There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway...
So I will say I loved the telling of Manetheren in The Eye of the World, that is one thing that I was very sad did not make it into the show. I personally did not care for this song. I get it. I was just super disappointed with the fact that Moiraine, I know that it wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah.
But it was a nice bit of storytelling in The Eye of the World. It's probably one of my favorite scenes in the entire Eye of the World.
Yeah.
It's an amazing scene.
It's incredible.
Just her, like, with her staff and being like, listen the fuck up.
Yeah. I think it's one of those book scenes that works beautifully as a book scene, but I think translated into the show would have been really corny. Like I think it just wouldn't have translated well, I think.
Yeah.
It's such a long monologue, and
yes. Like
it's a nice monologue to read out loud.
Yes.
It's amazing to do that, and it's monologue is not much of a thing of TV.
Yeah.
It's a bit more of a thing for example, theater. You can have long monologue in theater, and they can go pretty well, and they're pretty impressive to see. And that would be like that scene in a kind of a theater way. Would be, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've listened to Rosamund Pike narrate The Eye of the World,
Rosamund Pike, it's fantastic.
It's pretty amazing. It's not the same as her Moiraine. Because her Moiraine and the Moiraine in the
TV show
audiobook narration are different.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. No, it's I mean, I understand what you mean, James. Like it is an iconic, I mean, it is one of the iconic moments of the first book. It's really, it's a really iconic Moiraine moment too. And there's part of me that's a little bit sad that we didn't really get that in. But I am glad that we got at least a version of it in, because I think it would have, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really glad Ray fought for that, and because I think it would have lacked something if we hadn't at least gotten something about Manetheren, because it's so, like, fundamental to who the Two Rivers gang are. Like, we needed something.
Right. Also, look at us having healthy relationships with our disappointing moments in the show and not being a little bitch about it.
Look at that.
Nice.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Look at that, guys. And I say guys just because it's mostly men.
Don't worry, there is some women that are really hating on the show and making a lot of view on YouTube and this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, there's some women acting up.
Yeah, hating something always brings a lot of folks suddenly to the table. To go back to the short itself.
To go back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
10 minutes in.
What I really liked about it is that it actually contained a lot of callbacks moments. I would say not callbacks, but like either foreshadowing or callbacks.
Yeah.
Depending on what it is about, to the rest of the season and to some extent the rest of the books. Like, for example, well, we get the Song and Moiraine story, obviously. Do they mention a little bit about not receiving help? I don't remember exactly what is said.
In the short? I don't think so, no.
In the short, it is not mentioned that they were waiting on help.
No, but like we did mention Manetheren when we get to Shadar Logoth, so like it's a city that has been mentioned a few times.
Yes.
Yeah, in the show.
Yes, that is true.
But also we get the water bond and the pain it is, which is the main topic of episode 5. And we get the impact of, like, we get the visualization of burning.
Yeah.
Right.
Which we get also in episode 8.
Yeah.
And we get a nice column light, which we'll see whether we get that in another season.
Yep. Yeah. It's
in the last season.
Yep. Because that is a very
iconic moment.
It is such a such an iconic moment. I will say, I'm not going to speak about it specifically, but people who know will know. When they're singing Weep for Manetheren, there's a very specific moment in that song, and I felt that it was like a gut punch.
Yeah. There's
I
mean, I'm not going to mention who, but like, there's some non-readers when watching this scene particularly were wondering about the fate of some certain characters. So that was very interesting.
Yeah. And I feel like the short also played on that as well, like that moment of the queen standing alone on her balcony as her, like, feeling her husband die, and just that moment of and like you said, the column of light and everything like that. It's just really, really well done. I really like these shorts. I really, really like them. I forgot how much I liked them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's almost like they should make more of them.
It's almost like they should do these more. Give us more.
It's almost as if they should release the 2 they promised us. Like, there's some more that was supposed to be released back in August.
Look, I understand.
Right?
I understand that they are under some constraints. I am not mad at the tweeter of chaos.
No, I'm not either.
In any way, shape, or form, and I am not an entitled bitch.
Yes.
Like some people.
Because it's not their fault. It's not their fault. And also, like, if you're getting on Nynaeve's internet and being shitty and entitled to someone behind a Twitter account who is very clearly not in charge of, like, the big decisions of the show, there's something wrong with you, and you need to go outside and touch grass.
Go touch some grass.
And also Amazon is a big company. It's always, like, organization in it is complicated.
Shit changes.
Yes, exactly.
Amazon is also known for not having the best organization ever, like, from knowing people who work in it. Sometimes it's a bit of a mess and you have to deal with that.
I mean, they're also evil, so, like...
They're an evil corp.
Which tech companies not, so there's that too.
Yeah.
I do enjoy, like, I know all of the guys hear this and they're like, ooh, King Aemon, yeah, he's so badass, but I'm just like, Eldrine is really cool, honestly.
She is.
She just said, you know what, fuck this.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck y'all.
Fuck all y'all.
I'ma explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not gonna have my city. You're not gonna have my lands.
Yep.
You're all gonna burn out and die in pain.
Ooh, fun game.
Uh-oh.
Eldrine or Éowyn, who is more badass?
Eldrine.
Oh no, why would you make me choose?
Eldrine or Éowyn, you mean?
Yeah.
Éowyn from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, Eldrine.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, it's a different type of badassery, because one is basically...
This is the thing.
She's in pain and she's sacrificing herself, so because there's no point in living anymore, so let's let's give them hell. Éowyn wants to have her share part in the fight.
She wants to do something for her. Yeah, exactly.
So inherent badass or badass because of a cause?
Just think back with me and remember that moment in Lord of the Rings when Éowyn stabs the motherfucker and is like, I am no man.
I am no man.
An icon.
Both are icons. It's very different.
Okay.
We can't choose. It's very different. I agree. It's very different.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Don't make us choose.
The reason I thought about that was because she had, like, sheltered all of the women, like, some of the women and children out, and that was Éowyn's role.
Yes.
Before Éowyn said, fuck all y'all, I'm gonna go stab some.
Yeah, but, like, for example, Eldrine, she still took care of that responsibility. Like, she stayed in the emptied city after everyone had been evacuated.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is very brave and remarkable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She was a boss. Yeah.
I've got a few things more to mention about the shorts. I don't know about you.
I do say, I think this one was, like, super fucking short. It was
quite short, yes.
A minute 45.
Yeah.
A bit more than 2 minutes, I think. But yeah, it's shorter than the previous one.
Yeah.
I like that we saw the Red Eagle banner. I hope we're gonna see it again soon. That would be nice.
We better. I hope so. Yeah.
I also like that the short ended up with that kid finding the crown of the king, and I'm curious about whether this is gonna ever matter, because it doesn't matter in the books. It's not an item that shows up, if I remember well.
No.
But that would have been a nice symbol.
That would be interesting. I took it as, like, sort of a symbolic way of telling people that the legacy of Manetheren has been passed down to the people of the Two Rivers. And, you know, like, that sort of ongoing, like, the old blood is strong in the Two Rivers, and that sort of ongoing theme throughout the series, which I like. I mean, whether I would be delighted if they actually found the crown. Like, if it's an actual thing that we're going to see on screen, I would love it. But even if it's just meant to be a symbolic thing, it's still really cool. Like, I like it.
I'm trying to remember, I've purposely not watched the show in a few months because when we do our episodes on that,
me too.
I want it to be somewhat fresh.
Yeah.
Do they mention, or does Matt ever have a scene in there where he speaks in the old tongue?
No. It hasn't happened yet.
No.
But that's interesting because the show definitely mentioned what the first word that Matt said in the old tongue, which was like Karael Kadasa, Karael Elisand, Elisand.
Yes. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we'll get to see Matt say that at some point.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
We have to.
I think so. I think it's going to happen relatively early on in season 2, when he's still kind of recovering from his ordeal with the dagger and still potentially in, kind of still in the White Tower and everything like that. That is my thinking, that we'll get a moment like that at that time, and
when he's under his dagger.
Yeah, he's still coming out of it.
When he's being healed by Leandrin.
Yeah.
In the BDSM healing sessions.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not going to fault him on that. That's,
Kate Fleetwood can heal me in whatever way she would like.
Kate Fleetwood? Are you kidding me? What's the nickname that someone...
Sister Strongjaw.
That's it, Sister Strongjaw. Thank you, Camille. I knew you would know.
I knew this kind of thing.
Yes, I know.
Today is Camille's day of being correct.
Mm-hmm.
I love those days. They don't happen often, but...
Love to see it.
Travis, what did you think of anything? What are your thoughts in general?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that you're a guest on the podcast today?
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt anyone. I didn't really notice the big dramatic monologue when I first read The Eye of World, so I didn't really have a big spiritual connection with Netherren or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, yeah, she's talking a lot. Not, in a good way. I'm just like, that's a good story. All right, where's the big magic?
Honestly, I love that.
And then it was the end of the story, and it's like, that's a big magic, and it destroys Manetheren, and I'm like, okay, cool, great resolution.
I love that energy. She's talking a lot.
James looks so offended.
I know.
I'm just saying that the reason you have that opinion is because when we first started dating, I asked you to read The Lord of the Rings. I asked you to read The Wheel of Time, and you did it begrudgingly for the first 2 books, and then you gave up, and I was like, okay, bye. And then when we were preparing to go to JordanCon a couple of years ago, you silently picked them up again, but started with book 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you were reading the first 2 books under duress.
I mean, I reread them after I finished the series, specifically for that reason. I wasn't under duress. It was just like, here's my reading assignment for the week. Headmaster James tells me I must finish my reports.
Was James quizzing you about the books?
Exactly.
No.
You didn't have to write a report on it after?
Not quizzing, just, I think there was talk of that at one point.
Oh? See?
No. Okay, never mind. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You were talking about how much you hate Moraine.
I don't hate Moraine, and I don't hate Manetheren. I'm just saying, it wasn't a huge dramatic thing. Like, it wasn't a foundational moment for me in the series. My foundational moment was, when Perrin starts talking to wolves, and I'm like, I'm having an awakening.
That was the first time I read Eye of the World, I thought that Perrin was, my favorite, going to be my number 1 throughout the entire series.
He let me down.
And then Faile, so,
And then Faile.
Oh, yeah. Wow, yeah, I think that she was not great for him.
It's not Faile's fault, necessarily. It is Perrin in a relationship.
Yeah.
I just want Perrin to be single with the wolves.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sad.
I'd be fine with that.
But also, how many times have you read The Eye of the World?
Twice. Well, I mean...
2 whole times.
No, twice, and I've listened to both versions of the audiobook.
Look at that.
So, more times than you have. I'm sorry.
Oh, I love that energy. Amazing. I like this day for James. This is
not my favorite day.
Yeah, I know. And this is why I'm a little delighted by this.
Do you want a hug?
No, I don't want a hug from you.
Oh. Do you want a kitty cat?
No.
But I like the Queen. King Aemon, I don't know what he actually did. Aldrine.
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure you remembered. Yeah. Because you hate women.
Wow.
Oh my god. I mean, I was just saying that I don't think King Aemon did very much of interest.
Okay, he literally held back like tens of thousands of Trollocs with people.
But did he blow up a city?
No, he did not blow up a city.
So,
in the end, he failed, so women had to do the job.
Once again, women are cleaning up the messes.
Echoing my thoughts on the first Origins episode, I would very, very, very much like to see similar exercises done with other cultures and historical happenings.
Yeah.
Such as the Shan-Chan.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have to get some Shan-Chan backstory.
Yes.
Because they appear out of nowhere.
We have to get something. On Archer Hawking, we've gotta. Like, it's, I mean, that, and also, I think we should get one on the Aiel and the sort of beginnings and their origins. I would love to get one on Tyr. I don't know how much would be included in that, but, like, just on Tyr, like, yeah.
You know what would be interesting? Because, for example, when Rand go to Rhythm and he get all of the visions and this kind of thing, it's a long sequence. So I don't know how much the show is going to be able to do of that.
Yeah.
But by shorts...
It's a long sequence with Moiraine being naked.
I mean...
No, in that sequence, we don't see Moiraine being naked. We just keep seeing Rand jumping from ancestor to ancestor.
Yes.
Yeah. So part of that story could be said through shorts, and that would be interesting.
Through shorts, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the shorts are a really good medium for sort of giving out, like, lore drops so that they're not taking up a bunch of screen time, but it's still, like, important information. I just want... Now, I'm speaking to Amazon directly here. Amazon's
not listening.
I know, but I'm gonna try... Listen, I gotta try. Please show them better. Because in the app, in Amazon Prime, it is insane trying to find these. And they're out of order, at least for me. It just doesn't make sense. Do it better. I know that you can do this.
I think on the website it's a little bit better, because in the Explore...
Is it?
Yeah, on the Explore tab you have origin stories, with all of the origin stories in the proper order.
Yeah.
And I just look and know there's not an episode 7, sadly.
Yeah.
We will be standing with signs outside the Amazon headquarters in Seattle this week.
Perfect. That's all I ask.
Redesign your Wheel of Time shorts formatting page.
Yes. This is what I want.
It's going to be too long to fit on a banner.
Well, we'll need a group, so...
Yeah. Everyone's holding one part of the sign.
Oh... This comes out in a month, so we have time to prepare, so...
It's true. I agree.
So it'll be next Saturday after this comes out. All right. I will be there.
Perfect.
Yeah. One thing to mention also about the shorts.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed how the battle itself was very confusing. Like, when they start fighting, I feel, it's too easy in fantasy or in books to make a battle clean, so that you get what's happening. But real life battles are not clean. It's a big mess. You don't understand what's happening. It's a constant fog in trying to figure out who you're fighting, where are they, where are you. And the short, with how it handles the battle, does that pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it looks properly messy.
I did not hear fog. I heard fuck, so it's a proper fuck. And I was just very confused as to what you were talking about, Camille.
Fog. Fog. I'm sorry. I know my accent is not good. I know you don't like it.
Oh my god, you're fine. No, yep, that was what I intended.
Come on, James.
No, it's...
Do better.
You know what I learned this week? Have you seen the video of it's Kevin who posted that about his 4-year-old kid reading all the name of the Wheel of Time books, and
No.
I think is like there was a lot of chaos, since now I know how you're supposed to say chaos, and the kids say, I think, cows, which everyone say like cow, like cow the animal.
Yeah.
Like moo?
Yeah, moo. Yeah, a cow. And I've been saying cows like cows for all my life. So I'm like, maybe everyone thought I'm talking about
cows? People are just walking around you are just like, Camille talks a lot about cows. I don't know. They're really into cows.
That's like your thing. You know how everybody has a thing? So when people need to get them a gift or something, it's something that themed. So now it's going to be cows for you.
It's cows.
Just like everyone gets me anything Lord of the Rings themed, even if it's trashy and shitty and I throw it away immediately. I don't.
Wow.
I would never do that.
But why my gift?
Wow.
I would never do that.
You just out here throwing away gifts? I mean, you just said it, though. You just admitted it.
I don't do that.
Okay. Well.
No. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Queers of Time podcast. If you liked their show, please give them a review on Apple Podcast. You can also follow them on Twitter for now, Instagram, and TikTok at Queers of Time, and their Discord server. If you're able, we would love to have your support through Patreon so that I don't have to prostitute myself. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Travis does not prostitute himself.
Did I do good?
I mean, you could have been more dramatic with the outro. Like talk more about how you prostitute yourself and why we need their money. Like that. It was not a connection. That it wasn't a linear. This is an expensive ass podcast, folks. Thousands of dollars just on the production assistants, the snacks, the recording studios, and honestly, we're going broke any second now, and I'm going to have to sell myself on the streets of Seattle.
We're doing as well with how we handle our money as Musk with how he handled Twitter's money.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Yep.
So we're very broke.
We can also lose $44 million in 2 weeks. $1 billion in 2 weeks.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Unless you support this podcast on Patreon right now, this is our Pledge Week drive. If you support local public radio, it's not illegal for me to say that, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
FCC regulations, hello?
No, I think it's
you
fine.
You will. If you back us at the $100 level, I will give you a hug. Make that a new tier.
A hug for $100.
$100 hug.
Okay. I'll add that tier on Patreon.
I don't actually want to give anybody a hug. That's weird.
It's okay. No one's going to pay $100 for it, so that's fine.
Be careful.
I don't know.
If you make a one-time gift of $10,000, I will...
You can say it.
What? Give you a big hug.
A real long hug.
A real big hug.
An uncomfortably long hug.
No. Everybody's comfortable. Everybody's happy.
Thank you all for listening. This was Queers of Time, a Wheel of Time podcast. The music is Dance of the Witches by Julius H.